Invaders destroyed and killed many of the countries where they went to settle. India is only surviving country where the invaders and settlers were not able to wipe out the population. It is said that Native America there were 50 to 60 million people before 1492, and there were major other civilizations in South America: Aztec Empire, Inca Empire, Mayan civilization, hundreds of nations and tribes. 50 to 55 million indigenous people were killed between 15th and 17th century. Many regions lost 70 to 90% of their population. Spanish conquest of Aztec Empire and Inca Empire, there was forced labor and slavery. Spanish people forced the indigenous people into harsh labor. Their lands were seized by Spanish invaders. Their livelihood was lost. Many of them were killed. Even in Australia had Aboriginal Australian native people. They were the tribes of Australia before the invasion. In 1788, the Australian population was around 3 lakh million. By the earlier 20th century, the population had fallen down drastically. There was numerous violent conflict between the invaders and indigenous community. The traditional hunting, gathering, farming grounds were taken over by the invaders. Policies aimed at assimilation led to removal of children from families, known as stolen generation. Historians estimate 10 of millions of deaths. Australia, because the population was totally eliminated. Tasmania, the original Aboriginal people, collapsed dramatically during colonization. There was violence and displacement. Ainu people, they were absorbed into expanding Japanese state. They lost their language, land and autonomy. Sami people, they faced cultural assimilation pressures from Nordic states and their population was entirely wiped out. Maori people of New Zealand, their population declined from disease and wars. There survived only a minor number of them. But in India, this did not happen. India already had a massive and large population for thousands of years. When the Europeans arrived, the population was 10 of millions of people. Indians had long exposure to the Afro-Eurasian disease networks, and Europeans did not bring completely new disease to India. Therefore, India did not experience a demographic collapse. Already there were very strong warriors and kingdoms like Maurya, Gupta and Marathas. So there were established religious traditions, written languages, educational institutions, and strong structural socials. Because of this, even though there was colonialism and invasion, but India did not completely collapse. The Indian people were strong socially, psychologically, religiously, and they stood ground to the British and Mughal invasions. They were not suppressed or oppressed by them. They fought back, and that is the reason there is not that much death and collapse unlike the other civilization where the entire native populations vanished.